Hi, everyone, and welcome to the CILT Africa Podcast, where we discuss industry insights, we speak to professionals in logistics, and discuss the challenges and how we're going to navigate them. Welcome to a very first episode, and my name is Melody, and I'll be your host. And with me, I have our very first international president and the first African to be CILT International President. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so very much, Melody.
Please tell us about yourself. Who are you? Would love to know who you are.
Melody, my name is Chief Teete Owusu-Nortey. I'm a Ghanaian and I live in Ghana. And what else can I say about myself? I'm a fellow of the Institute. I've been a member of CILT for about over 3 decades. And I started from the grassroots in Ghana, rose through the ranks, became the international vice president responsible for Africa, then assumed the role of being the special advisor to the Council of Trustees. Then I was appointed as the president-elect.
As the first African, you made history. How do you feel about that? It must have been a proud moment for you.
I feel good. I feel elated, and I always ask myself, how did I do it? I wish I knew. I've thought through it several occasions, and I've still not had the answers to it. But for me, the most important thing is that I brought Africa to the discussion table when it came to CILT, and it's always been my focus and my purpose to equally hold the hands of other Africans to do more than what I did. Because if one person is breaking the bias, one person is being the first African since we were established in 1919, CILT is over 100 years. Today is the first time, like you rightly said, and Africa assumed that role. If I've done it, others can do it. So I feel proud, and I don't regret having that role. And I've held a few hands as well to equally be in a global space when it comes to CILT. I feel good as an African.
Chief, to a young lady or gentleman watching you today and say, I wish to be where Chief was, or I wish to step in his feet, what would you tell them to do? What should they look out for? To grow in their career, to have impact?
Career goes without saying. You must have a career. But then there's more to having a career, in the sense that if you look at the Gen Zs and young boys and girls coming up, they are not availing and not allowing themselves to be mentored. They are not allowing themselves to be tutelaged. They always want to rub shoulders with us and think that we woke up one fine morning and we got to where we are now. You have to be determined. You have to be ready to make sacrifices. You have to forgo so many things. You have to remain relevant and purposeful. You have to plan your life. These are some of the principles that guided me to where I am. So to the next generation, use the phrase loosely, to the next generation, you have to allow yourself to be tutelage. You have to learn. You have to understand the leaders. That's what I did. I did have, godmothers and godfathers who held my hand and walked me through my journey to where I am now.
That's a beautiful statement. I hope you're still holding some people's arms, some young people, and carrying them along as they grow.
Melody, the very first day I saw you, I started holding your hands. So you are a classic example. And I'm so proud of you, where you've gotten to, who you've turned out to be. And these are the people that makes me happy every day. Anytime I see you, you transmit some energy. And it wasn't by mistake that I identified you, and if I availed yourself and still availing yourself to learn. And I think if you keep that spirit high, you go places where I never got to. So you are my student and my mentee.
Definitely. And mentorship is key. I encourage all of you out there, look for someone to mentor you and try to be better than you are today. Chief, we speak about CILT, the Institute for Logistics and Transport, but what's the relevance of CILT? What do I benefit from CILT as a person, as a business? What is CILT really?
Okay, let's go back to basics. CILT was initially CIT, Chartered Institute of Transport. CIT merged with ILT, Institute of Logistics and Transport. And CIT was formed in 1919, 1919 in UK, in London. Then CILT merged with ILT. CIT merged with ILT to form CILT. And we had our charter, Real Charter, in 1926. And we've still held that charter. We currently are present in over 100 countries globally. In Africa, that is where we are now. We have 15, we are established in 15 countries, Rwanda being one of them. Now, what we do is that we believe in promoting the arts and science in logistics and transport. We do that through membership. We do that through education. We do that through short courses and also playing consultancy role. I'm happy I witnessed one of your graduations today where you picked a few drivers in the system to train them about safe driving and defensive driving as well. And these are some of the things we stand for. We have our members all over the place in different sectors in supply chain, logistics and transport. And we are a membership of organization. So we do have the postnominals. Remember, I said earlier on that I'm a fellow of the Institute. So we have membership grade from affiliate member MILT. So with the next level is MILT, that's Member Institutes of Logistics and Transport. We have CMILT, Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. Then FCILT, that's a fellow. That's where we go. So we believe in our membership. And some of the things that we also do is that we do accreditation. We go to countries where we are established. In other countries, we are not established, but we use our education as a stepping stone to go to those countries. So we accredit institutions, organizations that have training facilities that would train us to be members, or call them affiliate or students. And in our system, we do have our levels of education. We have the certificate, we have the diploma, and the last level is advanced diploma. So we're a professional organization and we promote arts and science, logistics and transport. So after you finish our courses, then you are entitled to use our postnominals. That's CMILT, MILT, or FCILT. So that is who we are. That's what we stand for.
And thank you so much for coming all the way to launch a very fast podcast. That clearly gives us proof that you still support Africa and what we stand for, CILT Africa. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Melody. And thanks for throwing the invite to come all the way, to come and launch this podcast. And I'll call it CILT Africa Voice, the voice of CILT Africa. So I feel so elated that it's something I encourage people to be listening to and tuning in and subscribing to it. This is the time. And thank you to the International Vice President for Africa, Dr. Patrick Mugabu. I mean, he's done a great job, yeoman's job, and it will take CILT Rwanda far. And that is what I've been dreaming for. I mean, if you care to know, I nurtured CILT Rwanda, held the hands of CILT Rwanda, and you've been a beacon of anything everybody hopes for. In record time, we're able to organize 2 African forums within 3 years. It's never happened before. I mean, with your support and Patrick's support, beyond the sky is your limit. People say the sky is your limit, but with you guys, beyond the sky is your limit. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. Among what you recommend, do you recommend your signature style? Should you probably wear the shorts as well to be successful?
Well, success is subject to a relative. My style and my trade brand is me and my shorts. I love my shorts, my knickers. I feel good in it. You realize that talking about my shorts, I changed my posture just to show that that is what I believe in. A few times I've traveled out and I've been received at the airport. I get you guys coming with suit and all that. I'm well dressed. Then you see me coming in my shorts and be wondering, is that an international president? Is he serious? Yeah, but that is my trademark. Without my knickers or shorts, it's not chief.
So it's the chief of shorts, you can say.
Yeah, we go, chief of shorts. I love that. I think I'm going to write a book, Chief of Shorts. Okay, I'm going to do that. Melody, whoa, that's a lovely name, Chief of Shorts. Okay.
We're looking forward to read the book.
It's very critical, and you will help me to write the chapter 4.
Definitely.
Thank you.
I'm open to it. So as we
That's so
speak about
cool.
the podcast,
Yeah.
we speak about looking out for people that are growing in the industry. We actually want to speak to experts. We want to network. So how would you best advise that while the podcast grows, what would you call out for Africans to do in terms of growing together, in terms of not just being a voice, but a voice of impact, be it in our industries, be it in the economy, and also improving our lives and people's different lives day to day?
Africa has come of age, and I think it's time we start walking our talk. We've done a lot of talk, but we need to walk it. So one of my expectations for this regular podcast, which you indicated is going to be bi-monthly, or you are assessing how the frequency will be, is for us Africans to own it. Use it as a platform to leverage other continents, other countries, other regions that have done it, other blocs who've done it. Let's leverage ECOWAS and SADC. Let's do all these things, because if we in the industry don't sell ourselves, we don't expect the doctors, we don't expect the lawyers, we don't expect the engineers or other professions to promote, sell ourselves and make us relevant. So I think that this podcast is at the right time. It's come alive, and we have to have all the industry players in all the sectors to own it, take advantage of it. Come on, share learning areas, share ideas, share things that will develop our continent, so that we realize that in the next few years, through this CILT Voice of Africa podcast that I've named it, we will have a lot of our young students coming up, our Gen Zs coming up, to have that as a focal learning portal platform where they'll run to listen to, because they know that there are always going to be specialist industry players, captains of industry, those who've made it in life, are sharing areas. And I think we can divert it into areas which we've not looked at for. So I think let's take advantage of it and let Africa own it and be a model where it will be replicated in different continents.
What are some of these areas we could actually start looking out for today?
Mentorship, which for me, the youth is my passion. The youth mentorship. Let's not forget women in logistics and transport, because now the ladies and the women and the girls in the system are moving at a pace like rocket, the speed of light. Let's use the podcast to equally encourage them, get the female participants, female who've made it in life. We can have female pilots, female engineers, the female aspect of everything that we do, to frequent coming on the podcast to encourage the girl child. So the two areas what I want you to focus on in the short term is the youth and the women in logistics and transport. Then we'll look at other things later, because these are the catchment area that we need to focus our strength, our energy, our time on.
Well, I love that you say that. There's a common African saying that when you raise a girl child, you're raising a family.
Here we go.
So what is CILT doing to impact? Because logistics is generally a heavily concentrated men industry, or man industry, if I should say.
Yeah.
So what is CILT doing to encourage the girl child, to encourage the woman that's out there in the industry to grow, to make room for the other women?
Normally, if I'm asked questions in line with that, I keep saying that let's use the laptop as a system that we operate on. There's a hardware and a software. As you just said, the industry is made of more masculine than feminine. You can't have a computer hardware without having a software. So the men are the hardware, the women are the software. So we have to have a balance in whatever we do. That is why in the wisdom of CILT, we have a group called, the special interest group called Women in Logistics and Transport, WILAT. So we are using that special interest group to build capacity, to empower the girl child, to empower women, to have leverage, if not more, than what men or how solid the system is. Because we need the women as well as the software, and the men always be the hardware. So CILT, we have a model, we have the special interest group, WILAT, that is championing that cause, and they are a force to reckon with. And actually, they are also present in all the countries that we have our branches. So we are focused and we are intentional about building the girl child in CILT. We believe in that.
Thank you very much, Chief. It was such an honor to have a discussion with you. We could literally go on and on. It's been great having you, and we look forward to seeing you soon. And for those watching us, we'd love to hear your feedback. In the comments, tell us what you think, what we could do better for the next episode. And thank you for staying tuned. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Asante.